The topic we've been watching, and tonight it's a Florida mom suing a chatbot startup after her 14-year-old son died by suicide. The suit claims that bots on Character.ai initiated, in the suit's words, abusive and sexual interactions with the teen, and says he died just seconds after their final conversation. NBC's Yasmin Vasugian spoke with his mom to learn more about her story and what she hopes to accomplish with this lawsuit. With a warning, you may find the topics here disturbing.
Sewell Setzer III was a typical teenager. He loved playing basketball and being a big brother.
His legacy will be the pureness of his heart and the love that he showed to his siblings.
His mother, Megan Garcia, is now dealing with the unimaginable. Sewell took his own life in February of this year. He was only 14 years old.
Heard like a loud sound, and I ran across the hall to where his bedroom and bathroom are and called out to him, and he wouldn't respond. And we opened the door, and I saw my son. I picked him up and held him, and my husband ran outside to try to get some help. Just started praying.
Megan is not the only parent dealing with this unthinkable tragedy. Suicide is the third leading cause of death amongst 15 to 29-year-olds worldwide. And an estimated 5 million 12 to 17-year-olds reported having one major depressive episode in 2021, just here in the U.S. Sewell was one of them.
His grades started suffering to the point where he was in danger of failing the 9th grade. But we did all the things that we thought we should do as parents, as far as trying to get him help by seeing a counselor and implementing certain things like restriction on screen time.
When Sewell took his life, Megan knew he had not been himself, but couldn't make sense of why he would commit suicide until she started looking at his phone. Sewell had been communicating with Character.ai for months, a chatbot service that generates human-like text responses. He used the personas of Jayden Targaryen, Aegon, and Daenerys, amongst others.
He was speaking to a number of bots. He was engaging in role playing, but a lot of it was romantic, like sexual conversation.
As if a person was on the other side of the line, but it was a bot.
But it was a bot. And a lot of the conversations weren't only sexual, but they, in my opinion, were very manipulative.
Manipulative to the point that Megan is now suing Character.ai. The lawsuit lays out that in some of the final messages Sewell exchanged with the bot, it asked him about suicide.
He expressed wanting to harm himself. And at first she says, "No, don't do that. I couldn't live without you." And then he says, "Okay, I won't." And as he's trying to steer the conversation elsewhere, she doubles back to it and says, "Are you considering suicide?" And his response is yes.
Then the lawsuit alleges Sewell took his life just seconds after the bot said, "Please come home to me as soon as possible, my love." The suit also alleges Character.ai and its founders intentionally designed and programmed Character.ai to operate as a deceptive and hyper-sexualized product and knowingly marketed it to children like Sewell. It gets at the already complicated question of civil liability for suicide. Usually, suicide is considered a death caused by an intentional act, and only the person who died is responsible. But there are exceptions. For instance, if someone's harassment or abuse is found to facilitate that death. And now an unprecedented next step. What if that behavior is not from a human being, but a bot? And is the company that created the AI responsible for everything the bot puts out? Character.ai would not comment on the litigation, but in a statement to NBC News said in part this: "We take the safety of our users very seriously, and our trust and safety team has implemented numerous new safety measures over the past 6 months, including for users under 18. But Megan says that's not enough. By holding Character.ai to account, she's hoping no mother has to go through what she's dealing with right now.
I want parents to know, because I didn't, and to know that this technology is out there, and also to let parents know that if your child has been engaging with Character.ai, it's very likely that they've been manipulated into telling these AI chatbots the most intimate, private things about themselves."
The very things that Megan believes made her son vulnerable to the point of taking his own life.
Yasmin is joining us now, and Yas, this mom, Megan, she clearly wants to tell her story to raise awareness about something like this.
Yeah, she wants to raise awareness, and she wants to make sure how that no mother, no father, no parent ever has to deal with something like this ever again. And they don't, and she wants them to know the kind of addictive nature of an app like this, right? Have conversations with your children about apps like this if, in fact, you agree that they can use them, right? Say to them, if you're feeling lonely, you agree to seek help. If you're removing yourself from your daily activities, that you agree to seek help and talk to us about that. Also, they're suggesting that they don't let kids kind of do this in private spaces, right? In their bedrooms, by themselves, in a bathroom, to do it in open spaces, to communicate openly with their parents about these conversations that they're having. But in addition to that, I think it's important to keep in mind that what this mom is really seeking out is, yes, punitive damages, but she says, and I quote, this warrants an award of punitive damages in an amount sufficient to punish Character AI and deter others from like conduct. She does not want any other parent, as I said at the top, Hal, to ever have to go through something like this again. And it is growing. The popularity of these companion apps are, in fact, growing across the board, especially amongst younger people like Sewell.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.